Hello, everyone. I really want to welcome you to this edition of our program focused on African women's health. This is a program that is committed to promotion of African women's health at home and abroad. We share the global message of health for all and emphasize that African women must not be left behind in optimal health. My name is Dr. Olaide Ogunshiji of the School of Nursing and Midwifery, Western Sydney University, Sydney, Australia. Last week, our focus was on the topic depression. And this week, we'll be bringing your way a topic that we call motherhood and what it means to a number of people. This Sunday, we'll be celebrating Mother's Day in Australia. And I bring you this special edition to celebrate the great achievements and work of all our mothers. I'll be rounding up this edition by singing one of the poems that we used to recite when I was in the primary school. We were taught this poem titled My Mother, written by Chibueze Ngozi. We are looking at meanings of motherhood as presented by 19 African mothers and fathers in Australia who took part in a qualitative research study that explored the meaning of parenthood and its experience among African mothers and fathers. Using face-to-face data collection approach, the fathers and mothers were engaged for about 30 to 60 minutes. And in responding to what motherhood means to them, as mothers that have experienced it, or as men that have seen their wives, I present their responses and I read them verbatim as they presented them. For the mothers, motherhood is what you long for. Motherhood, according to them, quoting them now verbatim, motherhood is something you want to be. It's a thing you want to experience in life. It is so beautiful. Motherhood, according to the participants, is a trust. And looking at what the mother said, it's being trusted to look after a whole human being. And until adulthood, until they grow up, until they reach adulthood, they will keep growing. I'm really privileged. So you continually think about the life God has given to you to look after. So it's no longer about me. As long as becoming a mom, it's not all about being me, myself, and I. To the fathers, motherhood is unique. And looking at one of the quotes, says, I appreciate God for having created women uniquely. Another father who, reflecting on his being beside his wife in the delivery suit when she was giving birth, said, I must say she gained a lot of respect to know that that pain was happening. It was all happening. She was bearing it because I could see the blood and the water and everything that was coming out. I could never have ever been able to do that. So sometimes you just look at the strength, like you have the strength to do this, you just say, thank you, over and over again. To the mothers, they said motherhood means changing of status, lifestyle, experience, and workload. The mother said motherhood has changed my life completely. If I want to do anything, I need to think about my children before I make any commitments to anything. I need to first think about my children. I can't just do anything without thinking deeply about, how it's going to affect our schedule as a family. So that has completely changed my life. The mothers reflected and said, hearing about motherhood and wearing the shoes of motherhood are two different things. According to the women, they said, I heard about motherhood and people speak about it. And what I read, it was, I don't know, it just seemed as if it was easy and that, it was just like very straightforward a thing. When, I was pregnant, that was my impression. But when I had my baby, I realized that it wasn't so easy. Finally, the mother said, motherhood means being fulfilled. I feel very good, they said. And the joy of having your own child. Like there's a joy that fills your heart. I can't really explain, actually. It's the feeling is inexplicable, but only mothers can know how. What that feeling means, especially when you see your baby for the first time, it's really such an experience. Feeling great is an understatement. It's out of the world. I'm very, very happy to be a mom. Like I will say, it's a fulfilling kind of feeling, like you feel complete already. This is where we'll be rounding up for today. And as we do so, my question is, what does motherhood mean to you? As I promised, we'll be concluding today's edition with this poem that we were taught when I was in primary school. It was written by Chibueze Ngozi. The title is My Mother. And I will sing this poem. Who sat and watched my infant head when sleeping on my cradle bed, and tears of sweet affection shed? My mother. When pains and sickness made me cry, who gazed upon my heavy eye and wept for fear if I should die? My mother. As we take time to celebrate all the mothers in our lives, I wish all these mothers happy Mother's Day. And on this note, I'd like to thank you, as many of you that are watching and listening to me. This is Dr. Olaide Ogunshiji of the School of Nursing and Midwifery, Western Sydney University, Sydney, Australia. Until next week when I come your way again, it's bye for now. Thank you so much.